Elon had a big idea. He thought about houses that were not just fixed in one place but could also be moved when needed. He wanted to design a home that could stay still like a regular house but also be transported easily whenever necessary. This would make it useful in many ways. People who had no homes or were in great need could have a steady and dependable place to live. At the same time, those with more money could use it as a weekend home they could take anywhere they wished. It would be the perfect mix of stability and mobility, giving people both safety and freedom. He had seen houses like the boxable ones before, but he wanted to take that idea to the next level. He wanted to improve it, make it more affordable, and add features that would make it even more useful. He didn't want just another small house that stayed in one place. He wanted something that gave people more choices. A house that could be placed anywhere and moved whenever necessary. It would be designed so that it could work well whether it was sitting still or being transported. The goal was to make it affordable, practical, and attractive for both those who needed a stable place to live and those who wanted a home they could take anywhere. He imagined a structure that could be set up quickly without much trouble. It would not require complicated tools or long hours to assemble. The materials would be strong yet lightweight, so it wouldn't be too difficult to transport. The design would be efficient, using every bit of space wisely. There would be smart storage solutions, multi-use furniture, and modern technology to make life more comfortable inside. The house would have everything a person needed without taking up too much space. Elon also wanted to make the house energy efficient. It would have solar panels on the roof so that it could generate its own electricity. If someone placed it in a sunny location, they wouldn't even need to connect to an outside power source. The house would be able to sustain itself. There would also be water-saving systems, like rainwater collection and filtering, to ensure that even in remote places, residents had access to clean water. The idea was to make the house as independent as possible, reducing the need for external resources. To make the house more attractive, the interior design would be modern and stylish. Even though it would be small, it would not feel cramped. The walls could expand or shift position to create more space when needed. Large windows would allow natural light to come in, making the inside feel bright and open. If someone wanted privacy, they could use smart glass that could switch between clear and opaque at the press of a button. Every part of the house would be designed to maximize comfort and ease. For those who like to travel, the house could be easily attached to a vehicle and moved to a new location. If someone wanted a change of scenery, they could simply take their home with them. It would be perfect for people who loved adventure and wanted to explore different places without giving up the comfort of home. At the same time, if someone wanted a permanent home, they could place it in one spot, and it would be just as steady as a regular house. Elon thought about how this idea could be useful in times of crisis. If there was a natural disaster, these homes could be quickly sent to affected areas to provide immediate shelter. Unlike tents or temporary housing, these homes would offer real protection and comfort. People who lost their homes due to floods, fires, or other disasters would have a safe place to stay. Governments and relief organizations could use these houses to provide fast and effective housing solutions. For those looking for a weekend escape, this house would be ideal. They could take it to the mountains, the beach, or the countryside and enjoy a relaxing time without worrying about finding a hotel or building a cabin. It would give people the freedom to travel and live wherever they wished. If they decided to move to a new place, they wouldn't have to leave their house behind, they could just take it with them. Another important point was affordability. Elon wanted to make sure these homes were not too costly. He planned to use budget-friendly materials and efficient production methods to keep costs low. The idea was to make these homes available to as many people as possible. Those who needed a home quickly would not have to wait or spend too much money. At the same time, people looking for a fun and practical mobile home would find it to be a great choice. Elon's plan also included a system where people could customize their homes. Buyers could pick different layouts, colors, and features based on their needs. Some might want a bigger kitchen, while others might prefer extra storage space. There would be different versions of the home to fit different lifestyles. Whether someone needed a simple and functional space or a more high-end mobile home, they would have options to choose from. Safety was also a top concern. The house would be built to withstand different weather conditions. Whether it was heavy rain, strong winds, or extreme temperatures, the home would remain strong and secure. The materials would be fire resistant, and the structure would be designed to handle movement without breaking or wearing down too quickly. This would make it a long-lasting and reliable option for both permanent and temporary housing. Technology would be an important part of making the home more efficient. Smart home features would let residents control lighting, temperature, and security with their phones. The house would have built-in sensors that could detect weather conditions and adjust settings automatically to keep the inside comfortable. If someone was traveling, they could check on their home remotely to make sure everything was safe. The house could also be part of a larger community. Elon imagined neighborhoods made up of these homes, where people could live close to each other while still having the ability to move if necessary. These communities could have shared spaces like parks, gardens, and gathering areas where people could connect and interact. It would create a new way of living, where people had both privacy and a sense of connection with others. For businesses, this house could serve as an office or a small shop. People who wanted to start a business but didn't want to spend money on expensive buildings could use these houses as mobile workspaces. They could set up shop in different locations, reaching more customers and adapting to changing market needs. It would be a flexible and cost-effective solution for entrepreneurs. Elon knew that to make this idea a reality, he needed to find the best engineers, designers, and manufacturers. He wanted to put together a team that could bring this vision to life. The goal was to create a home that was better than anything currently available. It had to be strong, efficient, and stylish while also being affordable and easy to transport. Every detail had to be carefully planned and tested to make sure the house met the highest standards. The response to this idea was positive. Many people saw the potential in a house that was both stable and mobile. Some were excited about the idea of traveling without giving up the comfort of home, while others saw it as a practical answer to housing shortages. Governments, businesses, and individuals all showed interest in the project. Elon was determined to make this vision a reality. He saw it as a way to improve people's lives and change the way housing worked. Instead of being stuck in one place, homes could adjust to people's needs. Whether someone wanted a permanent home, a vacation house, or a shelter in times of crisis, this idea could provide a solution. It was a bold plan, but with the right technology and team, it was possible. As the project moved forward, prototypes were created, and tests were done to refine the design. Every challenge was met with creative solutions. The goal was to make the home perfect before introducing it to the public. Elon believed that this was not just a new type of house.